This video on the fabrication of aluminium, we're going to look at welding. Kent, what are some of the items we're going to cover?
So we're going to cover some key welding issues. We're going to look at the welding equipment, we're going to look at the filler rod, and obviously the skill of the operator.
So we have this, what you can now see is a lid of a box that we laser cut in the first video, and we then bent in the second, and now we're going to weld up the edges. Just to recap, what material is this?
We've used the 5754 alloy, 2mm sheet.
So for the choice of the filler rod, what do we need to consider?
We will consider the alloy, which is quite important.
Where would we find the correct choice of filler rod for the welding?
Again, refer to our data sheets, and these will give you all the information.
From the theory, I've learned that there are two kinds of welding.
Correct. There's TIG and there's MIG. In our application, we're going to use TIG for the welding of our box lid, but let's see the difference between the TIG and the MIG applications.
Let's start with TIG welding. TIG stands for tungsten inert gas.
So tungsten electrode provides arc to heat and to melt the filler, the rod and the sheet in the weld area. Generally very good for sheets less than 3mm.
And the other method is MIG welding. Now MIG stands for metal inert gas. This looks more complicated.
Not really. In this method, the welding gun has a consumable electrode, a filler wire that is fed from a spool. MIG is very good for sheet thicker than 3mm.
Before you start the welding, you need to clean the metal.
Okay.
All right. The reason why we're brushing it, we're taking out the chemical that is in the metal, so that our welding is going to be professional. The filler rod that I'm going to use 5356.
Okay, good. So 5356 will work well for our 5754 sheet. Okay. What's the reason for the filler rod?
Okay, the filler rod is going to help us to join these two pieces by adding the metal together.
What welding process are we using?
Okay, we're using a TIG welding.
It's a TIG welding process.
Yes.
So this is not a MIG, but a TIG.
There's a TIG.
So Paul, what have you just done now?
I was just cleaning my welding, since you're going to have the black marks after you weld it.
Okay. So this is looking quite good. Well done. Thanks, Paul.
What are the key elements that you'd like to sum up with as regards aluminium welding?
Okay. You need to ensure that the sheet is cleaned well by using a wire brush, using the correct filler rod, and finally ensuring that the operator is well equipped and skilled to weld aluminium.
Where does one find information on filler rods for alloy?
You could Google it, because I have no idea.